Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive, and I'm Meghna Deka. Well, today we are going to talk about 26-year-old Suchir Balaji, a young Indian who went with the American dream, but unfortunately it ended with a bullet to his head. What happened to Suchir Balaji? This 26-year-old was found dead in his apartment in San Francisco. But did he commit suicide, or was he murdered? Murdered in cold blood? Those are some of the questions that we are going to be answering tonight. We are going to get you hard evidence. We are not going to fall into the trap of theories. What we here on Blueprint Explosive Exclusive are going to be showing you are pictures of the crime scene. We are going to dissect each and every one of these 8 pictures from Suchir Balaji's crime scene, where he was brutally found dead. Many say murdered. His own family says that he was murdered. It wasn't suicide. What do these 8 mystery pictures show? Did he take his own life out of depression, or did someone else pull the trigger on the head? Remember, he was the whistleblower who exposed OpenAI. So today on the show, we will be getting you 8 pictures of this crime scene. It's gruesome, yes, which is why we are going to advise viewer discretion as well. But these pictures will expose just how there are several inconsistencies in the ruling which has come out today by the Department of Police and the autopsy, which says that he committed suicide. Did he really commit suicide? We'll tell you what is not adding up. Remember, let's give you a bit of a background of Suchir Balaji. He was found dead in his house in San Francisco months after he quit his job at OpenAI. Why? Because on moral grounds. Well, Suchir Balaji had accused OpenAI of violating copyright laws and was listed as a material witness in the case against OpenAI. So was Suchir Balaji killed because he blew the whistle on OpenAI? Well, unfortunately, it seems like all efforts are being done to ensure that the case is closed. Yes, that's right. In US, the case has been closed. The autopsy says that it is due to inconclusive evidence they have ruled it as suicide. The police have conveniently closed the case now. But now on Times Now, we are going to show you just how this autopsy does not add up. We are going to show you pictures of the crime scene where you will be stunned. Let's explain to you what really it is that you can see. This is the first picture. The minute you enter, you have the lobby of Suchir Balaji. This picture shows a relatively neat and clean room for a bachelor's pad. It is pretty clean. His body was found far away from this spot. So this spot, the minute you enter the house, everything seems to be in order and it is relatively clean. The second picture that we are going to show for you is how the clutter nearer and closer to the body of Suchir seems to be increasing. This is the state of his kitchen, and see how cluttered it all is. Of course, there was complete bloodbath at the spot where Suchir's body was found. We'll get to that in just a bit. But this is the clutter that we are showing for you in the second picture, which was found in the kitchen. And what's surprising here, look at what we can see on his kitchen table. That there's a grocery bag. Looks like Suchir had enough time to go out grocery shopping. Who does that before they allegedly take their own life? The police want us to believe that these chocolates that you can see on the floor of Suchir's kitchen were bought before he committed suicide, that he took his own life, but before that he went grocery shopping, that he brought back these grocery bags and he left chocolates lying on the floor. Why would he leave chocolates lying on the floor? Why would he buy chocolates lying on the floor if his plan was to take his own life? These are some questions that we are asking you to decide upon. This is the third picture that we have on your screens, and this picture, look at this. This is a half-eaten bowl of rice in a plastic tray. Right next to it, you also have a picture of the receipt. Suchir Balaji ate this. This is the last meal that he had. Brown rice. He had ordered it from a restaurant. The receipt of the restaurant is also right there behind it in this plastic tray. Simple question. Why would someone order in, if your intent is to kill yourself, you first order in brown rice, then you leave the receipt next to your tray, and then you're in such a rush that you leave your meal and go and commit suicide. In the middle of your meal, you don't even finish your meal, you rush to kill yourself. Logical questions? Well, unfortunately, I guess we'll never know. Fourth picture, there on your screens, we had to turn in black and white because of the gruesome blood that was there. There was blood splattered all over the place. But interestingly, this is not even close to where Suchir's body was found. In fact, this is the clump of hair which was found at the bathroom door. Suchir's body was not very close to it, and yet there was this clump of hair. This clump of hair is very critical. The family of Suchir Balaji says that they have not yet received the reports as to whose hair it was. Whom did it belong to? How is it that the police have closed the case, but they still don't know that that clump of hair in the midst of all that blood, whom it belonged to? Did it belong to Suchir? Well, we don't know because the reports haven't come out, but the case has already been closed in America. Now let's show you the fifth picture. The fifth picture are drops of blood which can be seen on the tiles on the sink. As you can see, this is his bathroom picture. Inside the bathroom, far away from the body, you have this droplet of blood which has been marked out in blue. This is on the sink, on the handle, and there are blood splatters which can be seen all the way here, here, here as well. Even on the tiles, there were drops of blood in bathroom. Now, if Suchir Balaji had shot himself, and that is what the authorities said, that Suchir Balaji shot himself in another room, why would there be drops of blood inside the bathroom? These are again questions we don't have the answer for. The autopsy too has said that they don't know if there is enough evidence. The only reason they said it's suicide is because they don't have enough evidence that this is murder. But look at the next picture we are getting for you. This is the sixth picture. And this is very interesting. There's a plastic dental floss which was found in the floor. So this is essentially closer to the body where you have the dustbin which is overturned. Next to the overturned dustbin, you have this. This is a plastic floss. So simple question. If someone wants to commit themselves, are they going to care about dental hygiene? Do they care about flossing their teeth before they take their own lives? But this is what Suchir Balaji seemed to be doing because he lived in that flat alone. He was flossing his teeth before he allegedly took his own life. This is what really doesn't seem to be adding up. Let's show you the seventh picture. This is the picture of the ammunition which he allegedly bought and used. One of them, as you can see, is missing there. He had apparently loaded his guns. This was one of the bullets. This is the rest of the ammunition box, which was recovered from his house. And here's the interesting part. Right next to the ammunition box, you also have this bill of him buying ammunition prominently on display, so that there is no problem with the investigators to find out where did the bullets come from. There was a gun which was there. His parents say it wasn't even close to the body. But there was a gun which was recovered on the scene, and there were ammunition which was lying right there, along with the receipt of the sale also, so that it's easier for the investigators to say that Suchir had bought it in January, on 4th of January. This is the eighth picture, and this is very heartbreaking for us to see. Remember, this 26-year-old boy, he had just returned from a hiking trip. He had gone out on a vacation with his friends, and these are the pictures of Suchir Balaji with his friends. He had just returned from a hiking trip, after which he was found dead. So while the official autopsy report from the San Francisco County Medical Examiner now says that this was suicide, this was not murder. His mother, however, Purnima Rao, she's spoken out now. She's spoken 2 times now. She's adamant that the truth has been completely hidden. In an exclusive interview to us, she laid bare serious concerns, raised several questions on the integrity of the investigation, as even those pictures that we are going to put back on the screen will continue to show. The inconsistencies that she is highlighting is very similar to the pictures that we have been getting for our viewers here on Times Now. His mother has pointed out that of the 3 CCTV cameras in the building, only one of them was examined. Beyond that, she revealed that there was hair which was found at Suchir Balaji's home, which has been sent for testing, yet the authorities have not disclosed the significance of this evidence. And we showed you the hair on his on the bottom of the door as well, which was discovered. And perhaps most concerning of all, the mother of Suchir Balaji says that the autopsy itself was partial, that vital information may have been overlooked. With these claims, it seems that this investigation is far from over. Then why did they close the case? Why did they shut the case? It took them 14 minutes to decide that this was suicide, even though very categorically the police admitted that they don't have adequate evidence. Was this a wrong ruling? Watch this and listen in to why Suchir Balaji's mother says the FBI today must probe what happened to this boy.
There are a lot of inconsistency even from SFPD and OCME, and the amount of toxins in his body, the amount of harmful drugs in his body that can actually make him not even move the muscles, and the amount of alcohol, it's very, very shocking. My son is social drinker, and there's no alcohol bottle left in the apartment. There's no sign of drugs. SFPD themselves told they couldn't find drugs. And there are a cocktail of dangerous drugs in his blood. And in that condition, no one can actually even lift their hand. How can he take the gun and shoot him? Gunshot residue is not found on his forehead. That means it's a 25 to 30 centimeter distance from him. That's, and the angle and the distance combination cannot be by any person by himself. It's not in a touch wound actually, it's from very long distance. So that is also moving towards homicide. It's like SFPD said there's only one entrance to the apartment building. That's not true. There are 3 entrances. 2 of them have CCTV footage. They've only looked at one of them. There are 2 more entrances, and we need to look at 1 more CCTV footage. That's one error on their part. Second error would be they haven't picked up the CCTV footage at all from leasing office. They didn't even request for key fobs. I don't know where they put that from. Also, in the gun chamber, the shell casing or the spent casing is still there intact. That's very strange. That maybe his gun has never been used. We need to validate it. That's why, since their work is so floppy, we are trying to redo everything on our own. We've talked to 10 friends, and every news agency has talked to 10 of his friends. Everybody says this is coming as a shock to them. His work colleagues, everyone. In fact, he worked at Cora at 17, and his work colleague says at 17 he had a lot more maturity than his age. If someone is so matured, why would they take this drastic step? We are still working on the strategy, and we will come up with a report. But they have not even done full autopsy, and after doing the partial autopsy, they will release the body. And now they've got the toxicology report. And they should reevaluate the decision. In fact, if you look at the report, they have left one sentence. There is something open from them saying that, if you find anything new, we will reconsider. That's what we are trying to do. I don't want to reveal, but we have found some information on his iPhone, and that actually moves towards, what he was expecting to happen. We know that it is like he had something to say, and he's been silenced.
It took the authorities only 14 minutes to rule out that this was murder, to say that Suchir took his own life. Even 8 pictures that I'm bringing for you, anyone can see that there are several more questions than answers here in this case. Why was the case shut on the whistleblower's mysterious death? Hopefully, we'll get to the bottom of it. With that, we take a short break. Don't go anywhere.